get a spot. Get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even mad because, you know, on my walk-in, you know, the cameras was popping. They was like, yo, he fresh. Now, with that being said, you know, I think we got about a $150, you know what I'm saying, for a kid. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gonna get a kid on the field. What I like to see too, you know what I'm saying, to supplement the other side of that is I like to see if somebody can sponsor, you know what I'm saying, a couple dogs to be mascots for the team. You know, and come on out, you know what I mean, to the game with the dogs, you know, let the kids, because this is where it's at. You out there with the kids, you doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Out of the love and the kindness of your heart. And if it ain't for people like you out there with them kids on that field, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be people like me doing what I'm doing today. You know what I'm saying? I was on the porch and the coach knocked on the door and asked my grandma, could I go play ball? Man, you know what I'm saying? So when I see you, you know what I'm saying, I see you. You know what I mean? I don't just see you, I see you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Brock in my life. So big ups to you on that. But let's transition. Let's really talk about this show, man. What's up, so we did a little bit of dog talk. You know what I'm saying? We know you Renaissance man, MC, marketing, promotion. You tapped in with music, the dogs, business. You know what I'm saying? Quiet Storm. I call it Quiet Storm over there. You know, all of that. But let's talk about this show. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing I want to talk about is, how did you achieve the motion for the Only Frenchies showcase to the point where I'm telling y'all, the line to get in the building. Look, and I gotta put some respect. I gotta apologize. Let me apologize. What? I gotta apologize. What you mean? The reason I gotta apologize is because I ain't know. I had no idea. See, I come from another world. Like you said, you know, the Bully Camp Line, the George of the world, the big jungle, Rumble in the Jungles of the world. You know, Joseph Council, when he did his show, you know what I'm saying, the Exotic show, you know, you know, I'm like, I didn't know. And when I went to go park, I found out. Damn, because there was no more parking. And I said, nah, this ain't right. I said, we had the Ontario Convention Center. Look, folks, I'm not talking about your homeboy shop. I'm not talking about a room at the Holiday Inn. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying, empty parking lot. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about the Ontario Convention Center. We talking pristine, clean, AC, big parking lot. And your boy had to go park in the overflow and almost didn't get a parking spot. And I pride myself on being early.
We about to put a call
early.
Hey, you know what that? You know what that low key mean? You know what he said? Y'all motherfuckers need to put a call.
Get an MC, get a spot. Get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even mad because, you know, on my walk-in, you know, the cameras was popping. They was like, yo, he fresh. You know, I'm probably the only MC that go to a show in all white and leave out clean. You hear me?
Shout out that right
You hear me? Fresh to death. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure your MC doing you right,
he had the red kicks on.
Yeah, all that, man. Branding down on everything, man. But look, when we, how did you create that kind of? And I'm telling y'all, I'm not lying. You know, I know y'all was busy, y'all was doing y'all thing, so I have a whole different lens. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a network, y'all got to kiss babies, shake hands, and do all that. But I'm telling you, when I pulled up, my family, we go to shows. I MC 48 shows last year, MC 44 shows this year. I see shows. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I ain't never seen it. The only place, you know what? The jungle. The only place I seen this was the jungle. And that was kind of an anomaly where I'm like, all right, that's the jungle. And when I seen this here, and mind you, you got to remember the jungle is all breeds. So, you know, I'm not taking nothing away from the jungle. I'm just saying, when we start really looking at, you know, comparison, the jungle got all breeds, so you got a lot more different breeds coming. You know, the bullies, the XLs, the frenchies, the bulldogs, and all that. And big shout out to my boy June. You know what I'm saying? Four's up. You already know what time it is, Mr. Rumble in the Jungle. But I'm saying, when I pulled up, my family said, who are they?
Yeah.
I said, they are them.
They are them.
Yo, how did you create
That's
that
funny.
motion? Yo, the line was down the sidewalk and rapping.
Bruh, I went out there, I seen that shit. It went all the way back to the freeway.
Fact.
And I'm just like,
That's a fact.
I'm videotaping. It's 3 minutes long of walking. I'm like, this is crazy. But I want to say, just getting straight to it, looking at it from a business standpoint, it was a customer service we wanted to put out there, make it easy.
Yeah.
Make it easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
We putting certain promo out there.
Yeah.
Ain't doing too much of the flashy because we don't want to intimidate nobody.
Okay.
Shout out to all the other shows too. The fact that we was, doing it only French Bulldogs, it allowed some of those that wouldn't normally go to a show
It's a fact.
to come out. Whether they felt safer,
Yeah.
or they just didn't like the riff rap, or they just really don't like those other dogs.
Right.
I don't really know. I just was like, look, this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
And once we did that, and then the marketing that we put together, marketing to the public, bro.
It was so crazy.
Marketing straight to the public.
Because my thing is, right, when you throw a
That's
show,
the gem.
Yeah.
you throw a show,
That's a
you're
gem.
always gonna get the
Like, break it down.
always gonna get the breeders.
They
Yeah.
coming.
Right, you're gonna get the breeders, you're gonna get the people
They coming.
associated with the dogs, you're gonna get that. How can you create attractions that will bring the general public?
Yeah.
Let's get a kids area. We don't, there ain't nothing wrong with jumpers.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's get them a area where they can color. Let's
Yeah.
get them an area where they can create a shirt, where they
Yeah.
can create a cup or something and take it home. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to smell all that shit, and they don't want to, you know what I mean, all that. So
Yeah.
let's get a sanitation crew. Let's make sure they clean
Sanitation
up.
crew.
You can have stations where you
Gems.
can go pick up stuff. You know what I'm
Sanitation
saying?
crew.
It's hot
Yeah.
outside.
Not
It's
your
woo woo
homeboys, man.
like we don't like it outside. Let's make it cool inside. Let's
Yeah.
make sure you get there. Oh, it's too crowded. You got to wait and get in line. Let's make a separate line for Eventbrite or Fast Pass and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait in the concession stand. Get a catered meal.
Yeah.
Want to order
Right,
catered
like
meal.
that.
Get something like that. Like,
Get one
it's just
steak.
all about
Fire, too.
it's just
Fire.
just like life, right? Because life
Yeah.
is shit is not gonna go as planned. Like meetings don't go as planned.
Right.
Like this should have been happening.
Right,
But
right.
the whole thing is, how do you adapt? Like how do we solve problems?
Yeah.
Because we know we're gonna have a problem.
Right.
At some point, there's going to be a problem.
Right.
How do you
Always.
make sure you put yourself in a position to solve it?
Yeah.
So it's like, let's find a way to bring these people in that don't normally come to dog shows. Let's give them an environment different. And he was telling me, and that's low key how I got in again.
Yeah.
Was like, because I was like, oh, I'm not going to come in. Because he kept telling me, oh, get in. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get in unless I have something else to offer. I'm not just going to come in just like,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that.
Absolutely
You know what I'm saying?
not.
But I want to be able to add something. And I thought it was going to be
Value added.
I thought it was going to be recording. I'm going to this show though, right? I'm recording.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this first show and I'm like, because I remember the flyer. I'm looking, I'm like, it was $20 per car. And I get in, boom, I pay my 15. I'm like, damn, 15 per person. And I'm looking at the booths and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I be doing all this all the time. Like I get in the ring and I go to his booth.
Yeah.
He got a ring. So I said, you pay $400 for your. He's like, yep. And I was like, so did he? He's like, yep, so did everybody else.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Seen the business side of it.
Yeah.
and he was like, he was like, oh, so now you want to throw a show?
I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I'm like,
I see the play.
But you know how to put that together, though. He did
Yeah.
events, so it just made sense on that part. And we
Yeah.
just gelled together after that, man.
So big shout out on the success. You know what I'm saying? I love the mentality of, let's bring in other people. Let's bring in a different demographic, right? We was talking about earlier, just chopping it up about, a lot of time in the bully community, and that's more prominent. Ryan, we just sell dogs to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all are fortunate enough to be able to be in a community to where I think I might have just got passed up. I don't know about a golden retriever or something. I don't know, but the Frenchie was the #1 dog. You know what I'm saying? Holding the crown for a lot of years because of the size, the compactness,
Well, I mean, the popularity.
popularity.
We was holding that popularity, but it was actually the golden retriever
Yeah.
that been holding it down for 30 plus years.
Yes.
And then the Frenchie just came
Then the Frenchie came.
and grabbed that.
Yeah.
So this is, Frenchie
Yeah.
now is the #1 dog now.
#1.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
crazy.
So y'all,
What's his name? Winston, the homie Winston.
yeah, big shout out to Winston
Yeah,
and winning
I was
winning
wondering on that too.
Westminster show.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Last year.
Yep,
Last year
last year.
champion. You know what I'm saying? So look, Walk me through. And y'all gotta break this down. See, I gotta sit up on this one. You gotta break this down.
Oh shit.
Yo, walk me through, because I'm telling you, I've done a lot of shows, and I've done a lot of nice shows, like
I
nights.
know.
Quality shows,
Quality. I'm talking state to state. I mean, I'm flying out Friday and I'm flying back Sunday, and the shows be real nice. But y'all layout,
man.
and I'm just, can you break? Yo, I felt like when I walked into royalty. I just have to tell you my experience, and I'm the MC. I don't really get wild.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't get wild. I'm like, okay, that was cool. Give me the mic. Let me do my thing.
Yeah.
But yo, I felt like a groupie, kind of like a fan. I felt like real fan mode. Like, yo, I can't believe they asked me to come here and be a part of this, because the booth layouts, those VIP sections, you had the pardon me if I mess this up, the chiffon curtains. You know what I'm saying? Did I say it right? I don't know. My wife gonna watch this. You can put it in the comments. Chiffon. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. You know when you go to Barbados or this island off the coast somewhere,
Come on.
and the curtains be like, they be moving like this, and the white leather. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the king chairs, queen chairs. Yo, the ottomans. I mean, the layouts was impeccable. I swear to goodness, it was like, yo, VIP on steroids. It was not VIP. That was not VIP.
Yeah, look, you got to do more, man.
Yo, y'all went above and beyond.
That right there, that gave me butterflies, bro.
Break that down. Break that down,
bro.
Break that down. Break that down. Because I never told y'all that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had somebody tell me, like, oh man, I went there. It felt like a vacation, bro. Straight got butterflies. Like, let's take a picture. Let's woo woo. Like, bro, like that's what it's about.
Mission accomplished.
Man,
bro, that's tight. That's
you know what I mean?
I seen people sitting in other people, like they had booths and they was going to other booths, taking pictures in their booths, and just the network. I didn't even know who was in who booth.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
I'm like, oh, this y'all booth? They had their feet up. They're like, nah, we just. I'm like, so this not y'all's? This not y'all? Nah, we just kicking it, feet up.
It was cool.
Yo, white leather?
Yeah, you had to do it.
Was. So tell me how that all came about. The vision for ensuring the experience, because this is one thing that I like to people to really break down in the dog world. A lot of times it's the experience that people have that make them want to come back, and it's the experience that sets the tone for what they're going to experience. And it's like I said, people sometimes, you know, when you go to a top breeder, and you take that picture at their house, with that box of semen. Even though you on the outside gate with their logo right there, but everybody knew where you was at. That's how I feel the vibe is in there, where everybody was like a celebrity. Everybody was special. You didn't feel degrees of separation. Everybody felt special because those booths that was decked out, everybody was with everybody. Even the people who had those booths, they was in the regular booths. In the regular booths,
we make it to where everybody comes to and function.
Describe the booths though, like really say like. All right, so let's go through booth prices. So your normal booth, this booth, and what it all came with. Like give us a breakdown.
So
tier 2.
The tier 2 is 500, and that just comes with pretty much the space and tickets. One ticket for one person and then one.
Are you talking to me? Is that Dolce & Gabbana to watch?
Yeah, my bad.
Are we doing this again, bro? Are we doing this again? Are we doing this again? He already hit me with the Louis V shade. Now he hit me with the. Go ahead.
But no, my bad, man. But that's what they get with that. That's pretty much it, right? And then
so you said 500.
500 gets
tier 2.
Tier 2.
And they get
the one admission for the person and one admission for the Frenchie, and then they also get the shirt, right?
Okay.
You get a t-shirt.
You get a t-shirt. And then for the tier 1, they get a bottle of champagne, blue champagne. Yeah. They get 2 tickets and for person and dog.
And 2 shirts.
And 2 shirts.
And that's
then-
800.
Yeah, that's 800.
That's 800.
Yeah.
And then the VIPs, those are 2,000.
Yeah.
Right. They get the whole luxury furniture set up. They get the whole. It's like the
Luxury
the
furniture,
Babel,
folks. Luxury.
Babel cabana
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah,
so
the
it's like
cabana.
the
There you
the
go.
front part
That's what I was
there.
missing, the
The
cabana.
front and the part, right? They get their tent set up or whatever. They get right there, show
Yeah.
it. But in the back, that's like exclusive. That's where they got the luxury furniture, the
Yeah.
table, and the chair and everything in back
How
there.
big is that?
That one is the 20 by 10.
20 by
That's a
10.
20
The whole
by
thing
10.
is 20 by 10.
The whole
And
thing
that's
is
where you
20
go
by
to the
10.
back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Close
Hey,
the
yo, we
deal.
gotta close that deal.
Yeah.
We gotta talk. Oh, right, well,
Yeah.
come on. Step into the office. Bam.
Yeah.
And now y'all chop it up.
Yeah.
You get a little privacy. Close that deal. Exchange money. Whatever you doing right there.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens.
VIP.
That's like
you
all
know
the
what I
dogs.
mean?
Yeah, for real.
That's true.
And that's probably why a lot of dogs get sold at our event, man.
Yeah, let's
Because
talk
it makes it
about
more
it.
easier to spend. You sitting back here, you at a dog show, you
Yeah.
sitting back here on some luxury furniture, bro. Somebody shows you a nice ass Frenchie. That shit make it easier than if you go somewhere, you got
Yeah.
people walking by you and shit. You don't buy no damn dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Presentation is everything.
presentation and everything, and that's what we talked about when we talked about doing it, bro. Like
Yeah.
he was like, we talked about doing a show, luxury furniture. We kept bouncing ideas off each other to make it something other than just paying for a booth.
Yeah.
We want you to buy the experience, bro.
The experience.
You're paying for an experience. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's not just like people just put a show together. Like it's just a show.
Yeah.
To me, it's an experience, bro. Like just like the
Yeah.
Crystal Awards, we want it to be like the Grammys,
Come
bro.
on, chill.
You know what I'm saying?
Chill,
Like,
chill.
Yeah, we need another
I
round
do
of
my-
some waters over here, please.
Hey, chill. You in my notes, man. You in my notes. You in my notes,
Let 'em
man.
know.
I swear
Get a
to
couple more
I do
down.
my homework, man. You in my notes. I know my bros. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I know it. See, I be knowing.
Yeah.
Y'all boys try to give me the pop. I said, hold on, let me sit back and sit. So look,
Thank you.
we talk about booth prices. We talk about the different tiers.
Yeah.
We
You
talk
said
about
what?
the exclusiveness with the cabanas.
Yeah.
Presentation is everything. And now you hit on the trophies. So I put, one of my notes. I said, man, trophies are a hot topic. Y'all went with a professional, clean, crystal
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
And usually you will only see that crystal look like at the end. The best in show. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we got a crystal. You're like, oh, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
But y'all had it. It was clean. It was pristine. Like I didn't even see any fingerprints. I don't even know if I put them on the table. Y'all look type A. Y'all look very type A. I could see y'all putting them on the table and going, yo, wipe them down. So when we hand them out,
They throw them on the table, man.
And the way
We got the ring store. They handle that, man. Like I said, we
they
got
grab
the
it from the
team.
bottom or something. I don't know.
Man, we
I'ma
got
keep it
the
real.
team.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
They go out there and they handle it, man.
Look, Major Jim right there. Y'all throwing shows. Please make sure you got a ring steward. All right, somebody that's gonna be able to manage that ring, get the trophies to the judges, be able to manage who's in, who's out, all that different stuff.
Yeah.
A ring steward is not an MC. All right, a lot of people,
No, they don't.
a lot of people,
No.
a lot of people mix that up. They hire MC and they think the MC is the ring steward and the co-judge and all these different things. Yo, it's an art to be in a ring steward.
Yeah.
It's
it
an
is.
art to that.
Yeah.
So tell me how the crystal trophies came about.
It was him.
No, hey.
I didn't even go back. It was him, bro. I didn't
Yeah.
even want
Shout out
to
to
do it.
everybody who got trophies.
Yeah, big ups to everybody.
Nothing wrong with trophies, bro.
Yeah,
But I just didn't want to do what everybody was doing.
And I was
Yeah.
giving him pushback.
He like, hold on.
you.
I'm keeping it real.
That's what, like, he
I would have thought this would have been
because I was
yeah,
getting the
right.
word
yeah, cause
traditional sense.
yeah, cause you got more of the
experience.
experience, but traditional.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
traditional, but then you bring in that X factor. Well, I know he probably be like, "Yo, let me sleep on it," because
Yeah.
Johnny talking crazy, and I don't know if this makes sense right now. But when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna probably get what he said.
Yeah,
When
I
he talk
But this the
crazy,
Okie
he's
though.
bro-
But then
yeah.
I was like, I just let him do it because it's certain shit. Because one thing I know about me, I don't know everything. So I'm like,
Yeah, you did not
and he
want
knows,
that shit in
and
there.
he knew, and he knows, he
Yeah.
been doing shows, and because I was winning shows, I'm looking, I'm like, oh yeah, I like this a while,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how come we can't get awards like this, man? Look at this. He's like,
Custom
that's,
shit.
he's like, that's not it. That's not it.
Yeah.
That's
It's not
like
for what we trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of creative people out there, that's probably where they fall short.
Yeah.
Is they just don't take it and apply that same idea to everything you're doing. You might just apply that idea like, oh, I just want a dope ass venue.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to have the best classes.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta have the classes, the venue. You need the personnel up in there.
Man.
Or where's your food vendors at?
Man.
All of the above. Everything down to the trophy.
Facts.
You want ribbons, you want plaques, all that shit is dope.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to get awards, not trophies.
Yeah.
You know, my son
Man,
he just
you
got
heard that?
He about to get a trophy.
Award.
No, shit. And then no, he's right.
Awards
He's
for
right.
recognition of excellence.
Ooh.
For what you've been working on.
Shut your
Ooh.
mouth. He didn't talk that
For
shit.
how you get out here clean, dog. You got the mama and the daughter over there.
Yeah.
You've been working, or you done spent that good money on that purchase. You bring them out there like, what's good?
Yeah.
I'm working.
Hey.
So when they get out there, man, it's a craft to be out there.
And that's low key how he explained it to me.
Yeah.
And after I was like, you know what? Go ahead, man, let's do it. And then once I seen it, I was like, I told him, I said, hey, bro, bro, I fucked up.
Hey.
Right.
We was good after that.
Let me tell you something.
I think this gonna blow their mind with that light. You know what I mean? Just regular sunlight. It was that good light at the convention center, bro.
The way them lights was just glistening off. See, and y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all won my wife over. See, she love crystals, man.
Yeah.
You know, she love her Swarovski crystals. She got a whole Swarovski crystal situation. You know what I'm saying? With the light shining on it. So when she walked in, she like, yo, did you see the crystals? I'm like, yo, that's what people participate in. I don't think they put one aside for you to have at home in your Swarovski crystal case. You know what I'm saying? Because she was eyeballing them. So if y'all did come up short on a trophy, my wife probably got it. I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to go look for it, though, man. But look, now.
It's exclusive. It's the network, nigga.